Okay, so we're going to do a little chair exercise here. All right. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, that should work. All right, so we're going to do some chair exercise. The main thing, like any kind of exercise, is number one, a person wants to have clearance from their doctors and medical experts to do the exercise ahead of time. What we're going to do is very gentle, but that's always a good step to take. And then don't overdo it. So if I'm doing an exercise, say lifting my arm, and this is not comfortable for your shoulder or any other exercise, it can be modified or just leave it out. If you need to take a break at any time, go ahead and take a break. All right, this is just going to be 15 minutes, nice and easy. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much. We're basically going to work from the top down. All right, so in a chair or say on an exercise ball, there's quite a bit we can do. All right, now to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the arm up slowly with the thumb side facing up, see? And then we're going to track the hand with our eye and our head. I'm going to move the arm to the side and track that with my eye and come back to the center and down. Good, and now the other side. And this is a very safe way to not only exercise the arm and the shoulder, but the neck. I want to be very careful with the neck when we get to a certain age that we exercise the neck in proper and safe ways, okay? Which your exercise physiologist or physical therapist or other trainer can explain why. But as we get older, we want to be careful moving the neck for a whole variety of reasons. So we'll do a few of these. Track the hand with your eye, rotating the neck. Now, if that is uncomfortable to turn your neck as far as I am, just do what you can. Don't force it into a range of motion that's uncomfortable or painful. So there's an old saying, right? No pain, no gain. Well, that's not always true. If it's painful, oftentimes that means stop. Okay? So we want to listen to our body. All right, good. So do a few of those to warm up. Okay? Now, our shoulders. Real simple. Now, the chair, you want to have a solid, stable, safe chair to sit on. It could have arms or not. That depends on what's going to work better for you. Some people might want to hold the arms a little or feel more safe in the chair with arms. You can also, depending on the seat, hold the seat if need be on certain exercises. Typically also sit a little bit towards the edge and upright. Try not to slouch back. But there's exercises for every kind of person. I've worked with people in hospital beds, wheelchairs. We can all do some sort of exercise. It just has to be safe for the person doing it. And if the person sharing the exercises has the knowledge, they show them how to do that. Okay, I used to work in an acute care rehab hospital and then on with many special needs groups for decades. All right, now, so what we're going to do now is shoulders. We're just going to lift them up to the ear. So in the rehab hospital, I was focusing on therapeutic exercise routines of various kinds, balance and gait training, and aquatic exercise. It was a wonderful job. I had a lot of fun there. This was back in the mid to late 90s. So here, see, lifting the shoulders. If you could, you touch your ears. Good luck on that. I can't do it. And don't force it. Again, just lift them up as high as they'll go. So the thing with our joints is they want to be moved every day. Every joint wants to be moved every day. Otherwise, they start turning to sludge. They get stiff, painful. So very important that we're moving our joints every day. Now, next, we're going to rotate those shoulders. We're going to make a circle. So the shoulder joint moves in a circular fashion, like our wrist and our ankle. Okay? So we can get a nice circle back, up, forward, down. Make sure you're breathing comfortably. Don't hold your breath. Enjoy your movements. You could play some kind of light music while we exercise. And it's okay if your body moves a little with this. Just be safe in your seat. Okay, now we're going to rotate them the other way. And there's quite a few ways to rotate the shoulders and move the shoulders because they're such a flexible joint. They move in so many different ways. But these are some good, simple, but very good exercises, up and down, and then rotating in a circle simultaneously. Now, good. Now we're gonna rotate our spine in a safe way. Don't worry. We're gonna lift the hands up here to the chest and rotate your palms forward if you can. Then what we're gonna do is very slowly rotate your torso and look, and then very slowly come back to the front. Holding the arms this way helps to make this a little safer for our spine and gives us some nice stretching. Don't force it. You may find as your spine and your back warms up, you can turn a little more, but we never want to force through a range of motion. Do what's comfortable. With practice over time, typically people's range of motion will improve. Okay, now, speaking of which, as we rotate now here, we're going to release that arm, and that'll give you more stretching in your upper back and shoulder. Good. And now the center. And again over here. Because of my experience with Tai Chi and Qigong, for many, many years, when I worked in the rehab hospital and learned the therapeutic exercise and aquatic exercise routines, I would combine that with the Tai Chi and Qigong exercises, and people really loved it because they go well together. Tai Chi and Qigong are essentially like Asian therapeutic exercise forms that also include meditation. Here we're focusing more on just the physical exercise, but still working the body in a coordinated fashion is good. Okay, good. Now, hands down, back to the center. All right, now, what we're going to do is we're going to work a little with our legs and our hips a bit. So to do this, we're going to stretch. You may need to come a little bit more forward in your chair. Be very careful that you're not going to fall out of the chair. Extend your leg, and this is a very simple, easy rotation for your hip and your leg. Just turn your toe in, and then turn your toe out. Your leg is pretty much straight, locked out, though again, you don't want to put any pressure in your knee. Just extend your leg, lift your toe up, it's resting on the heel, and then rotate in and out. And this will give your hip some simple and safe stretching and rotation. The hips are the largest joint in the body, right? And again, like every other joint, we want to move them. Walking is good, but walking may not be quite enough. You know, we supplement it with the other types of exercise. Good, so in and out. As to how many, again, it's up to what's comfortable for you. So don't overdo it, don't underdo it. The main thing is consistency. A little bit every day generally is ideal. So it could be 10 in and 10 out, and then switch legs and do 10 more in and out on that leg. You can do another set. It all depends on what's comfortable for you. If you're not sure, consult the exercise specialist that you're working with, or a physical therapist, which of course, they're very advanced exercise specialists. Same with exercise physiologists, and there's many other kinds of trainers. Good. Now we're gonna slowly and gently switch to the other leg. Again, I'm kind of turning a bit so I can extend that hip forward, which in the chair is a little easier way to do this. Okay? Now again, rotating in and out. Good. Sit up straight. Breathe. Just the act of sitting straight and standing straight is good exercise. It engages all of the muscles and ligaments and tendons in the body, giving us good exercise. Slouching is bad, so bad. It just becomes a bad habit, and over a lifetime, it's really not good. So learning good posture, seated, standing, laying down even, right? What's the right way to lay down, which we're not going to get into here, right? I always enjoy doing some exercise, especially this sort of thing, which is good for the joints. You don't want to look at it like a chore. See, exercise like this, we're giving ourselves a gift of better health, and especially as we age, that's a gift for our family and the people around us. The healthier we stay and the more we can maintain our health as we go through life, it's a gift for ourselves, but everyone else as well. So I know people in their 90s and older who they don't have to take medicine. They're fit for their age, and that's a great blessing. If that's not us, that's okay. We just do the best we can. Okay? Good. Okay, very good. And back. Now, we're going to work with the legs a little more. Okay? We're going to do a leg extension. Okay? Now, we're not even going to lift it in the air. You're just going to lift your knee, extend your leg, and touch your heel. Very gentle and simple. Back. Lift your knee, extend, touch your heel. If that's super easy for you, you can lift your knee and then extend it in the air like a kick. Okay? If that's real hard right now, just lift your knee, extend, and touch your heel. Now that could be combined. You know, all these exercises can be combined in different ways. So we could extend, go in and out, for instance, and then back. Right? Just presenting it in a real simple fashion. Okay? Good. Now we'll do the other one. Lift the knee, extend. Now you notice when I'm lifting my knee, I'm trying to maintain good posture. If you need to, you could hold the arms, so that if lifting your knee causes you to bend too much, right? Holding the posture while you lift the knee is also adding to the exercise value. Good. Just going to do a few of them. Good. Now, I only have 15 minutes here, but something that's very important as we go through life is keeping our fingers healthy and our wrists. Because until we have a problem with them, we may not realize how important and vital they are. Buttons, holding things, on and on. So we're going to do some simple hand exercises and finger exercises. I'm going to do them together, both at the same time. So here I'm just extending my arms. I'm not completely locking them out, just extend them out pretty good and pull your wrist up. Then we're going to open all the fingers and the thumb as wide as they'll go, and then bring them back together. Okay? So there's adduction and abduction. Okay, adduction is moving things towards your center line, in, right? Abduction is away. And whether you remember that or not, it's not so important. It's just our hands, our fingers will move apart and they'll move together, and we want to make sure that we're doing that, because this isn't something maybe that we're doing every day. We open our hands and close them, but maybe we don't really work them too much. Now, when you open them, see how far you can open them, especially your thumb here, see? And try to keep your hand flat if you can, rather than bent. But do the best you can there. Now, for variety's sake, and also for working our mind, our brain, our nervous system in a different way, you can do one close and one open. That's a little tricky. It's trickier. It's like a magic trick. See? So that's a good way to do this too. Good. Okay, now relax them. You may feel that because that's exercising the ligaments and tendons in the arms and the wrist and the hands. Right? You may feel that a little, even a little of that. Good. Now let's see, another one that's really good. I'm going to do it with one hand, is to touch your thumb to the pad of each finger one at a time. And then open your hand again. See? Ring finger, open. Pinky, open. Ring finger, open. Middle finger, open. Index finger, open. And of course we do that with the other hand. Doesn't have to be too fast. Okay? Another really good one is like playing the piano. See? You can get your thumb involved there too. Get your fingers to kind of move in a wavy fashion. Okay? Good. I like to imagine Beethoven right? Or I'm Mozart. Maybe I'm Linus from the Peanuts cartoons, right? Playing my piano. I think that was his name. The little guy that played the piano in Peanuts, right? Charlie Brown's friend. Good. Okay, very good. Now, we're going to do a little breathing to finish because that's exercising our lungs. More oxygen, more air, better health, better energy. Stress relief, breathing, so important. So this is a nice one. We're going to hold the hands out like this, palms up, fingers out, thumb side up, excuse me. Now it's going to be like you're pulling two ropes. Gently just pull back and close your hands. Now lift your elbows, lift them up. Don't force it, but lift them up. Now open your hands and push forward like this. Then they rotate again, thumb up here. We breathe in, big breath in and out. Excuse me. Big breath in, out. And this is like a type of what's called bellows breathing. We're using our body and our lungs like a bellows. Opening the bellows and drawing the breath in and then out. Okay? All right, very good. Well, listen, thank you so much, all right? Have a wonderful day. Until next time.